on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings' electric quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Fields now to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Ross on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break. If this
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Boom. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Boom. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop they needed because they had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Lions, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here,
blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
well, to me it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent
and that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Booth. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings continue to pull away here this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Fields. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Boom. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Booth. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Booth. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. And he'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He's got room. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. Fields on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Fields. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to claw one back. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Going deep here for Watkins. They got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Again, that's Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Booth. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Booth. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Vikings just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 31, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Back to the air on second down. Boom. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Fields.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Third and long. It's Fields. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. Going deep here for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10. Boom. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. To throw again. Boom. Going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 3rd and long. Boom. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10, 5, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go down. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Back to throw. Booth. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down. Boom. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Jenkins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Boom. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Boom. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him a gain of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, They try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
On first down, it's Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary running, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Back to throw, Fields. And it's caught. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
To throw is Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
The more luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And now out comes Minnesota. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On first down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to throw. Booth. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And
give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Fields. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because.
He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. One last throw here for Fields. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the